poker table. Why is there one of the lights inside again? Hang on a second. Where am I missing a light outside? Let me grab a light that's not near a person. There's a row there. That's fine through there. That's in there. 1, 2, 3. In the sides. 1, 2. Those. They look like they're everywhere. Maybe we're missing one off the side. Perhaps. I will tummy squeeze. Maybe. I don't know where we're missing one, but we have a spare floodlight from something. I don't know where though. Cargo pods. Alright, let's go take a look at what that is. We got pemmican, which actually isn't that bad, honestly. Hide in room, days, sad wanderer. Might attack these mufflos since they've been here for a while. I'm not gonna attack the fucking thrumbos. They can stay where they are. I'm not attacking the boomalopes because we don't need the entire forest on fire. These guys are obviously probably gonna like rage out anyway, but if I can split them up like that, that's good. There we go. I knew it. You guys go stand over there. Yeah. Just stopping by, how goes it? It's going alright. Everybody's still kind of calm. We had an infestation earlier. I did all these upgrades to Jackal and unfortunately he died, which kind of sucks. And I've got a couple of angry muffaloes at the minute, so I got a few extra people down here hunting like the regular ones, which is kind of good.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going mostly alright, I honestly think. We've got good amount of research too. We've got all the way up to Starflight Basics, but I will have to spend most of tomorrow researching all of these, though, as much as we can, so that we can start building ship by Thursday. And I'm trying to... We made the fabrication thing. I should make a fabrication bench. We're coming up to summer, so I don't know how that shit's going to go. Because my people will probably freak out and get very hot and like start tantruming again. So, I mean, we'll see. That's another Muffalo revenge. They can sort that one out. I'm gonna put these down here instead. I'll move them out of the room. So, hopefully summer heat waves. Yeah, so we had a heat wave yesterday anyway, but it was also in summer and it was brutal. Psychic Soothe is appreciated though. That will help. Muffalo Revenge should be fine. Thank you for the soothe, Carlos. So welcome in, Miss Brickhouse. It was insane. It took them until winter to calm the fuck down from the heat, and winter stayed like a dull green, like a very pale green all winter kind of thing. It never got cold outside, it never got blue. But in summer it was like orange red. It was hot. So I'm expecting food to spoil. I'm expecting colonists to be sweating even though like their rooms are like pretty temperate. I'm expecting them to be hot and sweaty and uncomfortable heat stroking outside. I just don't have very big indoor air conditioned areas, although because I do have a lot of bedrooms, this time people won't be sleeping outside, won't be sleeping on the ground, won't be disrupted sleep as much. On top of that, when they go to hospital, they'll have air conditioning, so they'll be in cooler sort of environments, and I'll be able to adjust that because it's not that cold at the moment. We will have food, and hopefully some of it will be longevity type stuff. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. If they have a full-on meltdown again tomorrow, I'll probably have to get more stuff spawned, like more people spawned in then, just to keep the colony, like, you know, basically like limping along sort of thing. But I basically just need them to blast through their research and do some recreation. We need to be able to make, the fuck are they called? The components. We need to make a lot of components. We're going to need a lot of resources. Like, there's a lot of steel, uranium, glass steel components, advanced components, gold, fuck knows what else in there. that we're gonna need, as well as I need to be able to defend this place. So defensive stuff. Every time they have a tantrum, if they destroy something like a fabrication bench, or they destroy like a research bench, like we're fresh out of luck, we can't do anything. If we don't have the thing already researched, we don't have the ability to get more resources. Yeah. Wilcox checkup. They would be sleeping, I think. They're mostly in recovery. They've got permanent scars on their brain, but I should be able to do their operation now. So, nope, I don't want that. I want to install it. So hopefully they go hop in the actual hospital this time, because before they went and they laid down in their bed, and they really shouldn't have done that. I also just don't have a lot of hospital beds. Got 20 components. Nice. Thank you. Also, the final day raids and stuff are going to be so much more bigger than what I've ever dealt with, probably. Shithacker and Linza, what's it, committing their courageousness? Yeah, I'm expecting, like last time we did this, I did it on Community Builder. And we had like, in the last days, we had small raids and we had a mech cluster. And the mech cluster ended up staying outside, and I had a starvation event happen at that time. And because everybody was starving, everybody was having psychotic wanders, they're walking outside, they were getting downed by the mechs. They were basically like going, oh shit, you know, that person's got food in front of that mech, that, you know, they died kind of thing, so I'll go grab that. So then they'd walk outside and then they'd go die to said like mech, and then they'd just fucking keep repeating the cycle until most of the colonists were outside and downed. That's when like we had like the giant waves of like Lenser and stuff flow into the colony to help like replenish the amount of colonists and shit that we had, you know, just to like keep kicking along essentially. But yeah, at this point, at least they're kind of stabilized. Most everybody has like a schedule, is assigned, has some kind of work priority. It's not a good one, it's just, it's something. And yeah, they're all kind of getting hooked on psychic tea, courtesy of Andre. So, plasteel, okay. Yeah, there's our first one. Let's go get this moved up. We should be able to reach it up there. Sweet, okay. Well, I don't have a lot of people that do mining, but the people that can do mining should want to go do that. Let me go find the people that can do mining the best. And I don't want them to be the same ones that do researching. So if I put that up higher, psychic bench, that's fine. I want you guys to be up super high with this, because if they do a lot of researching, I don't want them to do it. If they don't do a lot of other stuff, I'll get them to do this, because then they won't have many other things to like contest it, you know. You don't have a contesting thing, you're pretty far down the list. Although you do have mining, you're at 9 on the mining, so I mean 9 in the other thing. And there's ambrosia sprouts, which they can harvest that when it eventually does its thing, since, you know, this colony is allowed to do whatever basically except for cannibalism. Yeah. So apart from that, the fuck you been up to, Mr. Brickhouse? Also get a stretch in there. Oh man, I stretched and I felt like I just warped through space and time. That was a good stretch. I don't know which direction I went in, but fucking hell. That was worth that. I didn't realize that I needed to stretch until I did the thing. Also, they must have been destroying the light bulbs in here, but that's okay. I also want to be able to build, obviously, an encasement type thing to be able to do the whole ship thing. I don't... that's got a bit of a roof on it. Down here doesn't have a roof. It does have a generator thing, though. Down here doesn't have a roof. It's probably where I'm going to put it. But I do feel like it's very vulnerable near the ocean itself. But, anywho, I'm going to keep building more of these things. Hold on. Let me just take away where the animals are going for a second. They're pets. I don't want you guys getting in the fucking tunnel all the time. Because I'm seeing the timber wolves getting up in the tunnels. and then they're getting downed to the traps, and I'm about to put a shit ton more traps, so I don't want them to get hit by it. So there we go. All right, research, recon armor, vitals monitor. I do need a cryo-sleep thing as one of the earlier things I need, so we'll research that. They are bringing all the potatoes, which is great. That's going to give us a shit ton of potatoes, and holy crap, we got 23,000 potatoes and 33,000 rice. I could only wish that like my normal colony has that much fucking food. It's been a hot minute. I was going to say, I'm like, the last time I saw that much food in a colony was when I had like 100 or less, you know. My regular colony just, we went through like a food crisis for the whole like last, how long have we had it for? Several months, I think. And yeah, I think it's like at least 3 months we've had like a food crisis, at least 3. So it's been like a hot minute since we've seen like good quantities of food, which is kind of funny getting to like do this because obviously Dust Float is having what, a tantrum? Actually, that's a good point. Where are you having that tantrum? In your room. That's fine. Cat meat. Abra, we only have one Abra cat. One of the Abra cats got killed. So, also that's a lot of cat meat. I'm surprised you want to send in cat meat and not like 8,000 cats. Mind you, we do have like an auto cull on the cats, but in saying that, we also are trying to actively breed those up at the minute because we had a few extra die. And we found jade just now, so what was that? 30 tame cats. Nice. We have a fresh flock of Abra cats. We have your OG Abra cat, wherever the fuck you are. OG Abra cat has the industrial medicine, so we'll know if it survives. The rest of them is like a free-for-all because we do have an auto cull on, so some of these are going to get culled. Let's see if we can save some of them. 5 is fine for male. Try to keep like 10 of them. We can. There we go. That way we don't lose all of them in one thing. How you doing, Abra? Scan jade. I don't need jade at the moment. Jade is great to have as a valuable thing. And I'll keep making these down the bottom here. That way we've got them up the top and we've got them down the bottom. I kind of feel like this colony is not even remotely as powerful as the Billathon event one that I did. The Billathon event one, I feel like we managed to maintain a lot of the resources that we got and the colonists that we got. Like we didn't lose it. A lot of the stuff that we got, a lot of the things you guys have spawned in have gone on to colonists, and those colonists have left or died and therefore have like become essentially void or disappeared kind of thing. So we've lost like a lot of stuff. They should be able to build it up to I was about to say Billa as in like a Billathon, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't even English anymore. It's fine. Considering like here we have like Billabong, so it's fine. Hidden room, and we found underground silver and a nice looking guinea pig. I might harvest that maybe. Let's spawn more cats, but also got to give them food. We have like 10,000 kibble, so we've got food for cats. We're pretty good on the kibble, which is good. My people have been making a lot of kibble, plus Carlos dropped some kibble as well. So yeah, they will be fed, which is nice. I'm gonna put one of these out here, and I'm gonna draw one of these out in line to it as best I can. Psychic binge is happening for Crimson Lotus. Yeah, psychic binging. So I spawn a lot of kibble. No cat left behind. The only thing is like my people will also eat kibble. So if it exists, was that when my kids all die? Let me know. I think you've still got a lot. Also, I'm pretty sure they're all adults. Teenagers or adults. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 left. Yeah, You're scraping the barrel with that one. You're getting a bit low. Stock's dwindling. Psychic tea. So my people eat kibble. It sounds like you're a colony problem. It's a damn kibble eaters. Shut up about my colony. Look, if they want to eat kibble, they're gonna eat kibble, right? Shit probably smells good compared to like the nutrient paste dispenser over here. I'd love to be able to get rid of that, but I really do feel like that's the only thing that's keeping us in like the 20-30,000 like raw food right now. I think if I took that away immediately, oh no, Dust has decided to give up. That's fine. Psychic binge, hide and rim. Hold on, who's having a tantrum where? Where is that tantrum? Okay, it's over there. You're gonna destroy that, mate. Alright, well, if I could put down something super, super expensive, like a fucking gold statue or a silver statue or something stupid like that, they would go and destroy that first. They'll always go and destroy extremely valuable things first. But, yeah, they don't always want to do that. The fabrication benches are up. So, let's start making components. Make the ever-loving shit out of components, and because I know that whoever will start working on this will stop working on it as soon as they have a mental break, I'm gonna stack this up as a couple of, like 1,000 or so, and see how we go. That way we've got 2 veins of it that people can go to. Let them eat kibble cake. Terrible. Psychic tea addiction. Another person has become addicted to psychic tea. I see the long game that Andre was playing here with that psychic tea. That was a bit heinous of a thing, honestly. Because everybody's fucking addicted to it. And everybody's having a complete, like, stroke over it. So, I don't know. Let us go and harvest the shit out of this place. And, I think I was doing something else, but this is fine. Let me keep going with this. I'm trying to get traps up through these tunnels. I know they're not like perfectly evenly done because of where I've more or less like spaced them out, but it's fine. Whoops, that ain't fine. Do they have social drugs as recreation on their drug policy? So I only ever let them schedule avoid that. So Asura, I don't let them do any drugs. It's no drugs. This one, as it's a week-long event, and I really don't give a fuck what they kind of get up to in the like the private time. Yeah, they can do whatever. So if something is spawned in, there is a risk that they will use it and abuse it and or overdose to it or whatever. So I don't change none of that. That's why I said like when you had the one colonist that you wanted to have like the Luciferium schedule on and stuff, I was only going to dabble with it like once, and then after that, if they died, I wasn't going to do it again for anybody. I haven't like dealt with it with my characters for a long time, and yeah, I don't know. They can do whatever they're doing. If they happen to get addicted to something, like, it's going to make it really hard, you know? This information will go very interestingly. I've been saying it for 2 days. I've been saying it this whole time. I'm really surprised that you and Keelon have not picked up on what I've been saying this whole time. I'm like, you could get these guys like well and truly absolutely wasted, addicted to something, and make it absolutely insanity. Ideally, I would greatly appreciate as much help with the colony as possible, because the game difficulty itself is making this relatively challenging for me. So yeah, any assistance from people that are lurking would be super helpful. Like any kind of like psychic zoos, colony-wide cleanings, crop growings, any kind of like resources that we're after, food, oh, not that spot. Even like a few additional colonists wouldn't be too bad. But yeah, like any of that shit, because I know that there's a couple of yous that are playing for like the chaos, like sort of gameplay sort of thing, you know. What was that? There was 50 flakes. I see how it is. What's a giant pile of flake just landing in your colony? Oh no. Yeah, so about that, I could set up a disposal policy on the crematorium thing. Yeah, Crimson, you've been very helpful so far. I do appreciate it. What was that? 768 pemmican. Holy crackers. They're gonna eat. That's where this is got. Nobody's even brought it inside. Alright, hold on. Let me bring this inside. I know we got a bulk goods trader. But let's shove this. I don't really want to put it in the cornfield, hey. We'll shove it there, see how it goes. Actually, hold on. Instead of that, I'll put it up one and we'll probably cut this in half here. I want that bit, and I want that bit to shrink by there. Alright, hold on. Where is this? We have a trader, Kazumi, is in the area. Where is Popstar? You? Oh, Pop Idol. I keep calling them Popstar, right? It's fine. How are my allies going? We have a 56 and a 10. If these guys... Which ones are you lot? South Yusuna. They are... they would need so much to make them happy. I need to basically gift them like 60 fucking points or something like that. Did 10 times. Was it all the drug costs? Yeah. Oh, I wasn't stupid about it, Beza. I'll explain that in a moment for anybody that doesn't understand like the prices and stuff. There is a poll up. I assume that it's like, I can't see it, so I'm just like, I'm wondering if it's like a full like drug one. Let's see, we got meats and there's Nutrimine components. I like components. Cloth, we got a lot of cloth. Whoops, I sold it. And I don't super need to buy steel at the minute. I will need steel eventually. Sell the clothing. Sell the extra hats. Although they will probably start making those again. You picked the right answer? I don't know. I don't know about that. The right answer by Bez's choice doesn't necessarily mean the right answer. It just means the topically most interesting one. I'll get rid of the extra floodlight because I don't know where it came from. If I've got to make another one, I'll make another one. As for this, if I could grab some books, that'd be great. I don't want to give beer, dye steel. If I could get the extra steel, she won't answer. Look, I don't know. I don't literally know what the other choices are this entire time. Whenever somebody stacks up a poll, whenever one of my mods is like putting up a poll, I don't know what it is. And it's literally just a I'm gonna find out moment in a moment. I get $29 for that. So, what was that? We got 100 steals. All right. Nice. That's the best part. Yeah, look, I see it as like you guys get like the amusement of getting to see whatever comes up as like the options and stuff. Like for the most part, I have asked for like anybody doing the polls and stuff to be like positive stuff, but I also know that occasionally there's like a nasty one slipped in there, so which is fine. One out of like a day's worth or something like that is fine, but like we have a 8-hour chaos Rimconnect in a month, and that's when we're gonna go ham. Because yeah, I will have a variation on that. I haven't 100% worked it out, but I think the idea will be that like certain bit cheers or something like that, or like our bit cheer would equal the amount of silver being rotated. Like it'd be like a roll of dice situation to change how much silver you might be able to get. And yeah, that will make everything even more chaosy. But I have to kind of like have a look at how difficult it will be to like constantly go in and swap that shit. Because like I'm not necessarily in the settings, and the chaos ones are so fast paced. No, it won't be a week, it'll be an 8-hour stream, because those are incredibly draining. I think the surgery has succeeded. They've got their joy wire, and they've got all their weapons and armor and stuff. Yeah, the big 8-hour ones are usually, for anybody that's not familiar with like my chaos event ones, I do like an 8-hour stream where like all the negative things are just as cheap as all the positive things, and the aim of that game is to kill my colony, and I will try to keep them alive. And the hell is this? I'm guessing that's gold. Sent golden shower. All right, that's gonna take a bit to clean up. Yeah, so when we do that, I end up with, oh, Abra has died. Abracat has hit a trap. Where did you hit that? You're not supposed to be in there, which tells me I didn't put the cats into the pets thing. There we go. Alright, now they're in the pets thing. A little bit better. I'll put the... No, I'll keep the Thrumbo in there. Alright, that was one of the cats. Yeah, so normally the 8-hour event, the goal of that is to kill my colony while I struggle to keep it alive as best I can, for as long as I can. And yeah, it gets insane. I'll end up putting like the name of whoever killed my colony on my avatar for like the rest of the event and shit. And we normally have like about 3 different colonies that day. It is exhausting. It is non-stop. I'm usually like a combination of drenched in sweat, exhausted, and like super fatigued from it after like the whole event. It is an extreme workout, and meanwhile everybody in my community gets to have like the time of their life, absolutely fucking over whatever I'm trying to do, like building, researching, like keeping colonists alive, any kind of objective. Like most of the time we barely stay alive for like 2-3 hours, something like that each. I think it's about 3 hours ish each, kind of. And yeah, it's fun. It's just intense, which is why I only do it like a 1 day. Like this bonus week being harder. Yesterday was insane. Yesterday was very similar to it. Random weapon. Oh yeah. Well, some of those are pretty good. In a minute, you. Yeah, I'll allocate them in a moment. And some simple meals. Nice. Yeah, no, the I also have like other stuff, like each different yeah, no, the random weapon is good for that. Same with, I think, random armor gives you some weird shit too. So yeah, whenever I do those special events, they're normally insane, but they're fun and fucking hard. As let me get a couple of people allocated with some of these weapons if I can. I don't super want like a 7 on it. Where did they go? Have they already been brought in? They've been brought in already. Alright, let's go have a look for them. Or people have got them. I'm not sure which. So, yeah, we'll see. Is that right? I mean, which week? Oh, it's, I have it in the announcements channel in Discord and on Blue Sky and YouTube as well. Also, all of the events and stuff that are upcoming are in my Twitch schedule in your local times as well. So if you want to find out when something is, just go to my Twitch schedule page and just scroll ahead until like you find whichever events you want. There will be a copycat stream, there will be Discord movie nights, which will be in Discord, but like I've got them scheduled on there as well to make it a bit easier. I've got the Chaos Rimconnect event coming up and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, I've got it all scheduled for like the next like few months at least, and also any of the days that I'm taking off to do rigging on my avatar instead of streaming. So you'll be able to see when stuff is, and the best thing is it'll be in your local time, so you won't have to try to figure out when I'm gonna stream as well. As I see it now, so I had to scroll back, I found it. Yeah, because I've been having to like update what time, like which days I'm streaming, because I'm still consistent with like my times, but because I've been taking off days to work on my avatar, I've been missing a lot of like days in my weeks. And so yeah, I've had to like update yours every single week, and so my announcements page is like a mile back instead of being like only the most like, you know, event stuff kind of thing. Also they've broken one of the lights in there as well, so yeah, you might as well come in and clean the laboratory. Anna's events happen outside, which could be anything. I'll go check on that in a bit. Great rest of stream and go to bed now. No worries, Dust. I'll be here. I'll be here for like a little bit longer. It's literally just like a few more minutes, and then it'll be the end of tonight. And then I guess tomorrow we're gonna have to We're gonna have to try to actually make an ally because we didn't succeed today. We got close, but I've got to kind of like gift them some shit, and they're kind of not that hostile either. So that, and obviously I'm allocating like everybody a weapon because we just got some cool weapons, and we'll have to keep pedaling on the research, which I realized we just stopped. I want vitals monitor. We should have most of the smaller stuff here done, but I want to research these as well, which apparently this is going to need, that needs a vitals monitor and a long range mineral scanner. Okay, so I do need to scan, I do need that one. All right, well that will take a bit. What else? By the way, I don't know if it's intentional or not, but I don't think you have a research. No, I don't. It's not intentional. It popped up before when the weapons came down, and I didn't do anything about it. I also want to be able to move the turrets around and also make some turrets, since we should be making components as well, but you know, that's taking a hot minute too, because we've just got the fabrication benches. I think people are making them, which we've got like 250 odd, which is great. We're going to need a lot. So, and we got 8 people idle. Poker table needs chairs. Yes, we do need chairs, actually. Hold on, let's get a couple of chairs on this. 2 more tech proofs for you to skip. Nice. As long as nobody destroys them, that would be great. Because, like, this is only 2,500. But as soon as I can, like, grab, like, this, like, 6,000, there's 2 6,000s I want to skip. Because last time I skipped the smaller ones, and I had to do these ones manually, and it took forever. And I'll have to do the long range one. We'll do the long range one. I think it wanted, I don't know if it wanted transport pods. It wanted vital monitor, and I think that was it. Yeah. Okay. So we got that one, this one, these to go. And then whatever else I choose to research from then until the end will be just seeing how much of the tree I can get researched as well while building stuff. And like I said, I think we're going to build probably down on this corner will probably be the best idea. Because as much as this corner kind of looks alright as well, I don't feel like I can defend this back wall that hard. I feel like this end is like super open because it's super open to the ocean, but it's fine. So you can quickly swap the long ones complete, then immediately, then continue the others after. That way no one can break the tech-proof cores. I'm unfortunately a bit of a stickler for, once I started one, I want them to finish it before I click on another. And they shouldn't take too long to do that, as long as nobody else is like having mental breaks. They're all pretty chill at the moment, so we should be alright. But yeah, that's more of like a self-imposed kind of like complication that we have, is I want them to finish what they started, you know. I guess they're better at doing research now too. They are pretty good at it, but I also have like, I have a lot of benches. It is nighttime, so I don't have many nighttime workers. I do have to make sure that they're good. Purchase 4 mini turrets. Nice. They will be super useful. I just have to figure out the pattern that I want to try to push them around. Veil, normal quality. Again, we're probably not going to be able to make it out there. I know there's been some good looking like quests pop up to go do fights and shit, but I kind of don't want to go out and do them because we don't really have like a lot of resources to go and deal with that. I feel like as soon as I leave my base, they're going to kill me here. Can't use this little, what's that, benches for this research anyway because it's too advanced. No, well, I notice they're not really using that, but there will be other small ones that I need. Like, I could probably remove these 4 and build more of these. I could probably build like 3 more of them. But I don't really have much other undercover space for them to be in. So, yeah, that's about the best I can kind of do for them. But I'm basically at the end of the night, so hopefully nobody's like redeeming anything. And yeah, do you need advanced components for them? I probably will.